With, you know, the bottom of your professional career being you on the canvas being knocked out by Pavlik and coming back up from that. Is there a parallel? Is there a parallel?
It is. You know, as a child, I learned just because you're down, you know, that don't mean you're out. You know, and now look at me. You know, I'm doing so good for so long, and that's when I got comfortable. I forget what it took to get there. You know, and you got put on your butt. You know, but it's more like a reality check. You know, pick what gets you there. But the things I've learned in my past from growing up is that, you know, just because you down don't mean you out. You know.
Sorry, didn't mean to. No. Jermain, I'm just wondering, and I ask you this question with all due respect. You knew that Pavlik had just knocked out Edison Miranda in the 7th round. So how do you get comfortable knowing what you're facing with Kelly Pavlik?
Because you haven't lost. You know, because you haven't lost, and here it is. You beat the best. Was supposed to be the best, and then you know because I've never seen Kelly. I didn't watch the Edison Miranda fight. I don't really watch boxing period. You know, if they put a guy in front of me, say he's the best, that's where I fight. You know, that's where I've always been. You know, this is the way it is. So as far as, you know, overlooked, I'm not gonna say overlooked, but I didn't do what I was supposed to do in the gym. How I used to train and how things that I used to do, I didn't do it. You know, and it's a shame to get up there and say that because I was middleweight champion of the world. You know, and you said, how can I get up there and say that? That's what happened.
Hey, Jermain, in the fight before, Edison Miranda was really getting under your skin. Did you have a letdown, emotional letdown, when you weren't able to fight him after the Pavlik loss? Did you think that played into it?
No, I was glad that Kelly knocked him out. You know, I was like, you know, I ain't heard nothing else from him. You know, so he took care of that from me. Thank you.
You made a good point when you were talking about wanting this rematch. You said, I'm not going to jump on the guy's friend.
I mean, I hate when boxers do that. They take a tune-up fight. What did that do? You know, here it is, you know, the guy you lost, you don't want to fight him. You know, that's what boxing is all about, I think. You know, here it is, I'm coming off a knockout. You know, here it is, we had a great fight, almost won the fight, then you get knocked out. I mean, that makes me excited. You know what I'm saying? You almost, just to know that you almost won. You know, what's exciting? I'm straight fighting. I ain't running, moving, jabbing, whatever. I'm straight fighting. Straight fighting, whatever I'm doing.
Jermain, do you think that, you know, and it's commendable that really you've had a string of opponents that have really been incredible. When you go back to all the guys you fought, starting with Bernard and Twice and Winky Wright, and then the two southpaws that had nothing to lose and they're tricky, and then Pavlik and now Pavlik again. Do you think taking 6 or 7 difficult fights in a row, has that hindered your development at all?
I don't know, but you know, I've had some great opponents, I've had some weird opponents. You know, now I'm facing a strong opponent, you know, who comes to fight. Yeah, but as far as hindering, man, I'm gonna say, you know, the way I feel right now is it made me better. Everything happened for a reason. I got my butt kicked for a reason because I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing in that ring. Now look at me, man. I'm at the top of my game. I feel like I'm at the top of my game right now.
Is there anything that you can take from the first fight besides when you hurt him? That you can take to the next fight, his weaknesses and things that you saw, you can capitalize?
Yeah, you know, just the fact that I know I can get him. You know, I know I can beat him. I know I can beat him. Do what you're supposed to do in the gym. That's where it all starts in the gym. If you ain't trained like you're supposed to, I'm not saying that, man, I cheat on my training, but I didn't do what I was supposed to do. You know, and he kicked my butt. There's no excuse for that. You know, but let's see what happens this time. He do it again, I get right back up in the team. He kicked my butt. You know, there ain't no. I was in shape. I was this, but you know, whatever. You know, he did his job. He's middleweight champion of the world. God bless him.
I mean, is there a thing where you're kind of over-analyzing and overthinking too much? Is that kind of what happened?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It was just that, you know.
I'm saying that because it seems like now you're just saying, I'm going to go out there and do my thing.
Just over anxious, you know, trying to look good for this and do that. And, you know, then you got, you know, I come back to the fight. I didn't know I was really losing, you know, and just hearing that you're losing the fight, you know, it makes you do stupid stuff, you know. I don't know, man. It was a bunch of things. I didn't win the fight. There's no excuse. Just just come back and win next time.
Jermain, Jack Lowe's making a point of talking about the psychological devastation of you getting knocked down and saying that there's major questions about that. Look at some other fighters who have suffered tough knockdowns and never recovered. He even raised the question about your neurological health. But how have you known that you are going to be able to move beyond that and put together a hell of a fight?
As far as the brain part about it, took all the tests. I took all this. My coach them had me, they was nervous too. We took all the tests, and I passed all of them. As far as the getting knocked out part, come right back. I chose this fight. Man, just I'll be nervous.
What made you choose it?
Because,
I mean, what were you thinking when you said, "Okay, I'm gonna"?
That's what I believe in boxing. It wasn't even no okay. As soon as we got home, I called them up. I was like, man, I'm not taking no 2-0 fight. That's the kind of way. How can you live knowing that you beat a guy who that don't mean nothing to the guy that beat you? That's what boxing all about, man. Ain't no sense of running around here. I don't plan on doing stuff.